Warning. Warning. You are entering a territory far from your safe space. You must turn back now, or you will become informed. Go. Now.
Police Department is mourning the death of one of its own. Commander Paul Bauer was shot multiple times yesterday at the Thompson Center.
Going towards City Hall.
And his family.
A great guy, and
my heart goes off to them, especially that little
I was
Grace.
walking from City Hall into the Thompson Center, and there were like 5 loud bangs. It sounded almost like a bomb going off, and so people were like running. I hid behind
saw the guy running,
pillars.
and I didn't notice that he probably did something until someone came out, hey, hey, and the guy ran down, and that's when
Put Aaron and Grace in your prayers.
Commander Bauer was shot multiple times. Unfortunately, Commander Bauer passed away.
Some individuals just do not play by society's rules. He was one of them.
Commander Bauer is the highest-ranking member of the department killed in decades.
yeah, he really seemed like a genuine, honest man more than anything. I think just the fact that he would stay so long and talk to
the guy
everybody.
immediately flees on foot. He's wearing body armor and he's armed with a 30-round magazine.
You can see that this police memorial flag at half-staff here at the near North Side District.
Let's not forget the legacy of Commander Paul Bauer. He gave his life for the protection of this city.
I encourage you to approach an officer because we're happy to meet you. We're happy to have your support. We're happy for your support. We're happy for your support. We're happy for your support.
Damn!
Now YouTube censored. Now YouTube censored.
I'm mad as hell right now. Yes, I am.
Viewer discretion is advised. Mama Black.
This program contains language and sequences some viewers may find disturbing.
Is mourning the death of one of its own. Commander Paul Bauer was shot multiple times yesterday at the Thompson Center. A procession of police cars and fire trucks stretched for miles to show their respect for Bauer. NBC5's Sandra Torres is live at the Thompson Center with the very latest on this horrible investigation. Sandra?
Good morning, Zoraida. We are out here outside of the Thompson Center. Businesses are starting to open up. The police tape is now gone. But this is the area where Commander Paul Bauer was shot and killed yesterday. And you're taking a look right now at where the stairway is. A lot of people were asking me, what stairway is it where this happened? Well, it's right outside of the doors as you enter the Thompson Center. There is no police tape there anymore, only some flowers out of respect for Commander Paul Bauer. And we know that the suspect is in custody. We know that a weapon was recovered, but this man has not been charged yet, and the Sun-Times is reporting he's a felon with a long track record. Now, here's the latest on what happened. It was around 2 p.m. yesterday when Commander Paul Bauer began chasing a man who was running away from tactical officers near Clark and Randolph. Bauer was on duty and in the area for an active shooter training. Police say that Bauer confronted the man, and as the two struggled, witnesses described hearing 4 to 5 gunshots.
I was walking from City Hall into the Thompson Center, and there were like 5 loud bangs. It sounded almost like a bomb going off, and so people were like running. I hid behind one of the pillars.
Saw the guy running, and I didn't notice that he probably did something until someone came out, hey, hey, and the guy ran down, and that's when everything happened.
And witnesses also described seeing the suspect as he was taken into custody and also seeing medical personnel trying to take Commander Bauer on a stretcher. Now, you're taking a look live now. These are windows right outside of the Thompson Center in a building right across the street that say, "Thank you, CPD." Just a few signs out of respect here, even a day after this commander, who was loved by the Chicago Police Department, by the city, lost his life.
And tonight, just a short time ago, an emotional scene outside the 18th District where Commander Bauer worked. Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Police Superintendent Eddie Johnson led a special roll call in his memory. NBC5's Patrick Fazio was there. He's live now with the story. Patrick?
Allison, Paul Bauer became the commander here of the 18th District just a few years ago in 2015. But in that time, he made an impact on his fellow officers and the community.
We owe him and his family.
After flying back from L.A., Mayor Emanuel joined Superintendent Johnson for a private roll call to remember Commander Paul Bauer.
Put Aaron and Grace in your prayers.
The 53-year-old leaves behind a wife and an 11-year-old daughter, as well as big shoes to fill.
There's a perception out there that there's this wall or there's a lot of mistrust with the police department.
Commander Bauer told the U in September how he worked to bridge the divide between police and the public. At Eva's Cafe in Old Town, Bauer hosted Coffee with the Commander each month to meet the community.
He seemed like a great guy, and it's a real shame.
Workers at Eva's Cafe lit this candle in memory of Commander Bauer.
He really seemed like a genuine, honest man more than anything. I think just the fact that he would stay so long and talk to everybody.
Commander Bauer started to notice a difference in the community.
On my perspective, I've never been thanked more for my service in the last 2 to 3 years.
An improvement from most of his 31 years of serving and protecting Chicago.
I encourage you to approach an officer because we're happy to meet you and we're happy for your support.
And Commander Bauer had planned to attend his next Coffee with the Commander tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Chicago police officers plan to take his daughter to school in the morning.
These are the flags that are flying right now outside the 18th District Chicago Police Station. You can see that this police memorial flag at half staff here at the near North Side District. I'm going to walk you over and show you some of the memorials that have been left here. A growing makeshift memorial right at the front steps here. Somebody leaving a message, R.I.P. Paul Bauer, love and prayers for the Bauer family. May he rest in the gentle hands of the Lord Almighty. There are similar messages on this side as well as flowers and balloons, all left in tribute to a wonderful commander who appears to be loved by all. It's a very sad day in Chicago.
Tonight we've learned more details about exactly what led up to this shooting and more about the suspect's criminal past. NBC5's Natalie Martinez is live with the deeds. Natalie?
We have a lot of details. First, I want to show you something right here, a growing memorial at the fateful stairwell where Commander Bauer was gunned down yesterday afternoon. The state's attorney announcing a first-degree murder charge for the suspect who had several drugs, a gun, a knife, and body armor on him when he was caught, a man whose criminal history spans more than 2 decades. Chicago police tonight on accused killer Shamari Leggett.
Some individuals just do not play by society's rules. He was one of them.
The 44-year-old career criminal was spotted by Chicago police at State and Wacker just before 2 p.m. Tuesday.
The guy immediately flees on foot. He's wearing body armor and he's armed with a 30-round magazine.
The chase takes them near the Thompson Center, where Commander Paul Bauer, in full uniform, has just finished a training session, planning on lunch with his wife, then a meeting with aldermen at City Hall. But he hears a call about 1:40. Frantic radio transmission believed to be Bauer.
Going towards City Hall.
Video then shows the defendant and Commander Bauer above a stairwell at the Thompson Center. There's a struggle that ensues. We have witnesses to corroborate all of this. And at this point, the defendant is pulling on Commander Bauer, and they go down the stairwell. Shortly thereafter, you hear 7 loud reports, 7 gunshots.
Leggett emerged cuffed. Commander Bauer did not. In July 1999, Leggett was sentenced to 16 years for armed robbery. Released in 2005. More weapons and drugs charges, more time behind bars, and parole violations. Tuesday's shooting puts him back behind bars. Bauer had 31 years of service. In that time, 67 awards for all the good that he did. His alleged killer will be in bond court tomorrow at noon.
On Clark Street, the suspect was leaving the Starbucks, but again, it's all very fuzzy at this point. We don't know for sure.
And I heard pop, 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 pop. And I said to the girl next to me, "Is that what I think it is?" And she said, "Yep." I said, "Oh, geez." So then everybody is scurrying all over, and I see the police head to the stairs there. There's a stairwell there, and it goes downstairs. I heard that the door is locked there. It used to be a pedway, but now for security reasons they have it locked. Anyway, so they had him cornered, and they eventually brought him up the stairs and put him in the squad. And then about 5 minutes later, they came with the fire, the ambulance, and they went inside the building, and they brought the guy who was on the stretcher and was on the water.
Good afternoon. Today is an extremely difficult day. the Chicago police family. Around 2:30 p.m. this afternoon, 1st District tactical officers were on routine patrol doing what we ask them to do every day, try to keep this city safe. They observed an individual acting suspiciously. They walked up to him to engage him in conversation. At the time, a physical confrontation ensued. The individual was able to escape them and flee. The tactical officers put out a description over police radio. Commander Paul Bauer, the 18th District, was in the vicinity and he heard the radio transmission. He observed the offender and engaged him. A physical confrontation, armed physical confrontation ensued. Commander Bauer was shot multiple times. Unfortunately, Commander Bauer passed away. The offender is in custody. The weapon is recovered. And I just ask citizens of this city to keep the Bauer family in their prayers. I've been meeting with his wife and daughter. It's a difficult day for us. We will get through it. But again, I just ask the entire city for your thoughts and prayers. You know, any loss of life in this city is tragic. Today is difficult. Thank you all.
People downcast in despair see the disillusion everywhere, hoping their bad luck will change. Gets a little harder every day. People struggle, people fight for the simple pleasures in their life. The trouble comes from everywhere. It's a little more than you can bear. And I know that it will hurt. I know that it will break your heart. The way things are and the way they've been, and the way they've always been. People shallow, self-absorbed, see the push and shove for their rewards. Naughty mind is on their minds. You can read about it in their eyes. People ruthless, people cruel, all the damage that some people do. Full of hatred, full of pride. It's enough to make you lose your mind. I know that it will hurt. I know that it will break your heart. The way things are and the way they've been. Yeah, I know that it will hurt. I know that it will break your heart. The way things are and the way they've been. Don't spread the discontent, don't spread the lies. Don't make the same mistakes with your own life. You never will let love survive. Know that it will hurt. I know that it will break your heart, the way things are and the way they've been. Don't spread the discontent, don't spread the lies. Don't make the same mistake with your own life. Don't disrespect yourself, don't lose your pride. And don't think everybody's gonna choose your side. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Well, I know that it will hurt. I know that it will break your heart, the way things are and the way they've been, and the way they've always been. The way they've always been.
And as always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Also follow us on the usual media for more and interesting information like this.
Fight their asses.